Hello everybody, today I'm going to share with you yet another box of bulbs. This particular box here is a shoe box, and it has a whole bunch of different LED bulbs in it, from the first ones that came out to more modern ones. There aren't any filament LEDs in here, but there are some things that are close enough to it, like these Cree bulbs here, which I suppose we will start with. These are those Cree 4-flow bulbs. The LEDs you can see in there, really light. That one's probably daylight, and this one's warm white. I have one of each color temperature. Here's a purple LED bulb, something you don't see every day. One of those Philips Slimline bulbs. I believe this one's supposed to equal a 75 watt incandescent. Here's an original Cree. It has that rubbery coating on it before they went to the 4-flow design. Pretty nice. Cree makes some really good LED bulbs. Is the camera going to focus on anything? There we go. Here we have a GE flame shaped LED bulb, which came with this adapter. Let's see, here's another one. Same exact thing. There should be, yep, here's globe ones, also made by GE. And they also had an adapter that came with them. Now this metal piece right here is usually bent out, so when you screw the bulb in, it like sticks itself in there. But I didn't want that, so I just bent it in, and now you can use the adapter for other things as well. Here is yet another one of the same thing. Nice little tiny LED bulbs. Here's an earlier Lights of America one. Really interesting design on how they did the LEDs in here, but it gets the job done. Here we have one of those Philips bulbs that used the blue UV LEDs inside and then used the yellow filter to make the warm white light. I don't know if Philips still makes these bulbs anymore. I haven't checked. Here is a Toshiba. It's a pretty decent LED. I used it for a while. It said dimmable on the box, so I put dimmable on there. This one is a Utilitech Pro LED bulb. Tiny little thing. Here's a Lights of America. Oh, nope. It's a Fiat bulb. And you can see all the little tiny LEDs in there in like a shape. Now, of course, this isn't the most practical light to be used to actually light up a room, as when this thing is on, it is very dim. But I do like the design of the LEDs with the frosted flame shape over it. It gives a nice little ambient effect. Here's an interesting one. This one is a 3M. You can see all the refractive surfaces here, and the LEDs, I believe, shine up from the bottom or something. Really interesting design with this one. When it's lit up, it's like the outside glows, and the inside is just pitch black. It's a very interesting design. Piece of foam. Here's a GE Floodlight Bulb, very similar to the black one that you see right here. That's a rubbery thing. This is a Fiat Electric little flame-shaped LED bulb. Here's a little appliance-sized one, A15 shape. Same type of a triangle thing inside for the design. Here's a Philips. This one is, I believe you dim it down and it'll get warmer. This is a Muller light. I believe this came from Aldi. Aldi, not Aldi's. Of course, everybody I know calls it Aldi's, but it's Aldi. Here's a little cool one. This one is made by Lights of America, if you can see there. It is 1 watt, I think. It's really hard to see with the light glaring off of it. I think it's 1 watt. It's all rubbed off. But LEDs inside, really early. Here's a Sylvania I guess another flame-shaped one. Call it blunt. I guess so. It is pretty blunt. Oops, dropped it. Here's a Sylvania S14, 1 watt red. And that little thing right there is the LED, so all this is just a waste. It is really red though. Here's an early Sylvania. This one has a whole bunch of little LEDs inside. It's not one big one. Again, before they could make high-powered LEDs. Here's a Fiat Electric glow bulb. The LEDs are all on a chip down here at the bottom, so all of this up here is just the globe itself. It is glass, believe it or not. Here is a Lights of America 6.5 watt floodlight bulb. Really interesting design. This is a Sylvania. Interesting. 8 watt. I'm not sure what this would equal. Maybe a 60 watt or 40 watt or whatever it was. But just a really weird design. I mean, look at it. Very bizarre. And I saved the best for last. This was actually my first LED bulb I ever had in my collection. This GE floodlight bulb here. Because, well, that was the best thing to do with LEDs at the time, was to make flood bulbs, because you couldn't really, you know, do something directional or non-directional where light goes everywhere like you could with a floodlight. Now, I don't know if GE still makes this exact design anymore. I highly doubt it. But they did carry some of that design over into these bulbs, and I think now they just make plastic ones. But these bulbs lasted a very long time. Now, I do remember reading an article that the Red Robin restaurants changed all of their bulbs out for these. And I do see some of them still in use at some Red Robin restaurants today. However, they are quite dim, and they've turned green. Well, not like a, you know, really deep emerald green, but green like a dimmed out mercury vapor bulb. But they're still lasting, and very good, amazing quality, really. There it is one more time. Now, the color temperature of this bulb is pretty unique. It's like a nice, warm color. It's hard to describe, but it puts out a very nice, pleasing light. So anyway, I really do hope you enjoyed this video of my box of LED bulbs that are all now sitting over here. Also, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.